Jody and Dan Noltz are witnesses to the court proceedings that Kevin was in, and they have signed affidavits to the facts of what went on in the courtroom, and there's going to be conspiracy and RICO suits filed against the judge, and that is Judge Christine Heck. Judge Christine Heck. Expect some lawsuits. And there's also a complaint that's going into the Judicial Conduct Board against this judge. We're here today with our guests, Dan. How you doing, Dan? And Jody. They were witnesses in Kevin Kahler's case that happened just a couple of days ago, and Mickey's back with us. Thanks,
Jim,
Mickey. Nice to see you again. In Kevin's case, we discussed that at length there. He went into court and the intimidation tactics and the judge not following the rules, bringing in a bunch of corrections officers to complete her intimidation tactics to serve her own ends and means in this case. Dan and Jody were both witnesses. Can you go into it a little bit? What happened in the courtroom and how the judge proceeded?
The hearing was set for 2 o'clock. The plaintiff was not there at 2. The judge come in the room at approximately 2 minutes of and said the plaintiff called and said he's running late. He'll be there by 1:15. Which no plaintiff showed up. It was a lawyer. And he proceeded to put some copies in front of Kevin as alleged evidence. And Kevin objected. And then he asked the judge, Judge Heck, if he said he had some, he objected, and then he said he had some administrative issues. And she hesitantly said, okay, what is it? And he asked her if she follows the PA rules of evidence. And she hesitated and sighed and said, yes. And then he asked if the court is bound by the PA rules of court. And she's like, yes. Well, that's not how the story went down then, because she lied under oath, because all the objections Kevin objected to, she had some magisterial rule that overrode it, and it was totally.
She was talking about Rule 207.
Yeah. And that, and then 3.7 under professional rules of conduct, she's not bound to that in the magisterial court. So she says.
Who said that? Oh, the judge said that.
Yes.
Yes. So get this straight now, that the judge said that she wasn't bound by a 3.7, which is taken from the professional code of conduct of lawyers.
Yes.
So she actually made that a statement in court.
Yes, as I remember, that's exactly how she said it.
Wow. Okay.
And Kevin tried pointing that out to her, and she just got very arrogant, and she was arguing with him like a child. You know, she was very unprofessional, and she kept threatening Kevin with contempt of court. And Kevin asked her, "What does that mean, Your Honor?" And she says, "Well, that means I could bring correctional officers in here to make you cooperate, and you could go to jail." And Kevin says, "Oh, I could go to jail?" She says, "You may go to jail." And
let me ask you this now, like in this morning's interview, that we heard the word prison versus jail. So could we specifically state what term was used? Was it jail or was it prison? Or did she interchange the two terms at will? But regardless, the both of you felt that the judge was threatening Kevin that if he did not cooperate in court, that she had the right to hit him with contempt charges. Mm-hmm. And the fact of it is that she even stated that if you don't take the stand, that I may send you to prison and or jail. Mm-hmm. You both agree with that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
No,
so
I mean,
there's no
that's
doubt
what
in your
she
mind,
said.
Dan. Yeah, that's what she said.
That's what she said. No, I don't agree that. That's right what she said.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Now let me ask you another thing. Up until now, what did you think of the judicial system? Were you ever in court prior to this ever?
No,
Never.
never.
Now, Jody, what about you?
No, never.
Now, what do you do, Dan, for a living?
I farm and I drive truck.
But no time, though, that you were never in court for any traffic stops or anything.
Mm-mm.
No, did you ever imagine that either one of you would go into court and experience anything such of what you both did?
Never.
Never, Jody.
No.
It reminds me, there's a term they used to use, it's called Jedburgh Justice, and it's in the legal dictionaries.
Is it?
And this is a perfect example, and it means a kangaroo court. That's what Jedburgh Justice is, and it sounds like you were a victim of Jedburgh Justice from this judge in Lebanon there.
Yep, I agree, and that's how I felt.
I mean, she didn't follow the rules. She allowed evidence in that was inadmissible. It sounds like she's asking you questions, prosecuting from the bench. She's threatening you. I mean, she has broken every rule out there, and this judge needs to be removed. This judge should not be hearing cases.
You know, I wouldn't want anybody to go through what I did. Anybody.
You walk into that intimidating office, she's got razor wire above her doors, so the intimidation starts as soon as you pull in to go in. You're in there for a civil case at the magistrate level. Why are you walking through this razor wire?
Jim, with this razor wire, let's explain now what's going on. On this actual court now, must rent a spot from the jail, and right up above this judge's door, that when you walk in, what was there, Dan?
Kevin, it was razor
Kevin,
wire.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Dan?
I didn't take notice to that. I mean, outside around the facility there was, but I didn't take notice over the door.
I was in there today,
Uh-huh.
and that was my first time actually inside the room. And when I came out, one of the guys now pointed it out, is there was razor wire right up above this court's door. What type of a court now were you going into with razor wire up above the door? Dan? Jody, what do you think?
It's not a pleasant place to go. You feel like you're a criminal. Walking in there, like it's at a jail. It's not a nice place to have it.
Okay.